Hi, parents. I'm just coming to you today to explain the pumpkin character book report because I know sometimes students come home and they've forgotten parts, or you ask them and they're not sure about what exactly they're supposed to be doing. So I thought that this might be a good way to explain it so that everybody knows exactly what they need to be doing. So up on my screen here, I have the packet that came home, and I just want to go through it really quickly so you know what each part is and what exactly the student is supposed to be doing for each part. So the first thing I just wanted to pull up was the checklist that came home in the packet. The first part was due on the 19th, September 19th. That's when they picked their book. They got 5 points for that. The next part is going to be due tomorrow. It is, it is when you should have the book finished and you should have your book notes finished. So what's going to happen tomorrow is they're going to bring me their note page. I will check it off, make sure everything's there, and then I will hand it right back to them because they're going to use that page to help them write their essay. So very quickly, let me just show you what the note page looks like. And it's this page here. So they should fill out the title, the characters, the setting, what happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Now, I don't need full sentences for this. It can just be notes that they took down quickly just to help them remember. So when they go to write that second paragraph of their essay, they have all the information they need right there. I also included a story mountain that looks something similar to this. I know this one's a little bit different than the one I sent home, but this is more for when they're writing that second paragraph so that they have included all the parts of the story as they're writing it. This does not need to come in tomorrow with the students. Like I said, this is just more of a writing aid for them. But if they have it done and they want me to check it, I will be more than happy to check it. The second thing, or I should say the third thing, that's due next Friday on the 26th. That is their essay. And I have included a grade, no, I don't want to call grade, but a checklist, let's call it, of things that I go through and I check every essay for. So, sorry about that. It's this page here, and for instance, if they have the title of the book in their first paragraph and it's underlined, they get 3 points automatically. The author's name, 3 points, etc. So what I've encouraged the students to do is after they get done writing their rough draft, and their rough draft should be written on paper with lines skipped, they go through this and they read their essay. They have it on one side and they have this checklist on the other one, and then they just check off as they go through their essay. So once they read their book title, check that off. Once they read their author's name, check that off. So that way they're not forgetting anything, because some of these things are worth quite a bit of points. And if they just leave it off of their essay, that's already a number of points off their essay. So it's better to make sure that you have everything in that essay and in the right place. So for instance, all of these things are in paragraph 1. And then if I go down a little bit further, the summary of the book is paragraph 2. And then your favorite parts of the book, the lessons learned, which is the theme, and the recommendation is in paragraph 3. And then of course they also get points for mechanics, which includes complete sentences, punctuation, spelling, and handwriting or formatting if they're printing it up. Final copies can definitely be printed up, typed and printed. And when they bring in their essay next week, I'm going to need their book notes page, their rough draft page, and their final draft page. If you want to know what an essay can look like, I have included a sample essay here that you can read over with your student so that you can see exactly how an essay could be put together. And then the last thing is, of course, the pumpkin. And if I go back up to the grade sheet here, that is due on the 26th. And all I'm looking for here is effort. It doesn't have to be the most beautiful pumpkin in the world. As long as they put some effort into it and it represents their main character, it can be a real pumpkin or a foam pumpkin. If you are using a real pumpkin, I just ask that you don't puncture the outside of the pumpkin at all, because it does cause it to rot faster, and we want to be able to display them for a little while. And at the bottom here is a information page about how to put together a pumpkin, and I don't have a copy of the blueprint page on this, but the blueprint page is where the pumpkin can be drawn out so that they know exactly what they want their pumpkin to look like. So I believe that's everything. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, tomorrow, what is due is the book notes. So that's on Friday, October 14th. And that is, again, this page here. So this page here, let me make this a little smaller so you can see it. So this page here. And then next week is your essay, their final copy, but I need the book notes, the rough draft, and the final copy. That's due on the 21st. And feel free to use that checklist to help make sure you have everything you need in that essay. And then on the 26th is the pumpkin. So that's this one here. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, send me a reminder with those questions. I am always there to answer it. And if I will just say, if you don't think your student will be finished, for instance, the book notes by the 14th, just try to make sure they're in by Monday. Monday is the 17th, because they will receive a couple points off for being late, but it's better than not having it at all, because as you can see, just that note page is worth 15 points of their grade, and their final grade is out of 150. So even if, it's one day late, just make sure it gets in, because a couple points off is better than no points at all. I hope I explained everything that you need to know. I hope you like this. I would like to continue doing this, where I explain things that are coming home that you might not be sure about how to complete. So just let me know if you liked it, and I'll be happy to keep doing it. I hope everyone has a good night, and I will be talking to you soon. Thank you. Bye.